Alright guys, so welcome back to Paint Collectibles, and yeah, motherfucker, I'm getting pretty deep in this Last Samurai line. We looked at Ujio in armor, we looked at Nathan Algren, Katsumoto was on the way, it shipped, and I saw this available on 16 Outfitters. I'm not sponsored, no code, nothing. I just happened to saw it and to see it available, and I think it might have been the last one, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Last Samurai is one of my all-time favorite movies. Fuck it, just buy the damn thing, worry about it later. And this thing is gorgeous. Very nice art box of the figure. That is Hiroyuki Sanada right there. So can't wait to look at it actually, because I think it's gonna look really dope. Alright, here's the box. Not as complicated as the other ones with the magnets and the backdrop. This is a much simpler figure. There's no armor. Pull off the sponge. You have his hair tassel for the back. And a crotch grabber. Let's see if we need it or not. A very nicely crafted boken. The sculpt is made out of wood and is actually crafted. Now I wish it was heftier and feels more, and like this should be more substantial, but they did do a good job on the sculpt. And it does feel like a real one shrank down. And I've seen, so for those who do not study swordsmanship, this is a wooden boken, okay? Means wooden sword, boken. It's okay. I don't expect people to know what this is. I don't expect everyone to know what this is. It's okay. But just do me a damn favor, right? If you don't know what this is, don't make some shit up and don't call it something else, okay? Because it sounds fucking stupid when you do. This is a boken. Now, for whatever reason, they gave you a katana, but it's not the usual one, meaning it's slightly longer than the wakizashi, alright? The short sword. But it's also a little bit shorter. It's definitely shorter than a long sword, but it's also shorter than a regular katana. Like the way you know, we'll do the test. We'll do the test when we pose the figure, because the way the length of the sword will be dependent on your height and how far down you hold the. So when you hold the sword in a relaxed pose, your height will determine how long the sword is supposed to be. What this feels like the sword might be a little bit too short in terms of scaling, but we will look when we get the figure on there. But Gunare Hamon on the edge, so normal, same as all the other ones so far. Nice metal blade, thank you. It would be funny if they actually sharpened this. I think that'd be hilarious. It's a long boken. The length of the blade is called the shaku. This looks like the shaku is too short. It's longer than a wakizashi, but too short to be a regular sword. So I don't know why they did that. Okay, yeah, it's definitely Hiroyuki. As usual, I think it'll look better once. No, it's definitely Hiroyuki, but it's close enough. It's definitely him, but something just looks a little too happy. I think that's the problem. It's a little too smiley, but the sculpt is good. And this is gonna be like an opportune angle, which is gonna be somewhere around here. Very nice kimono. I mean, traditionally, you would wear this kind of kimono. This is very nice material. This is the good material kimono. Very nice. And this is a comfortable one that you would wear for training or for walking around the house. And the hakama is also it's accurate. Well, you're supposed to have 5 pleats, 3 and 2. This one has 6. See? 1, 2, 3. 3 on each side, 6 pleats. It's supposed to be just 3 and 2. And I don't know if they tied this right. I mean, it's sort of right. I don't think this is an actual tie. This might be... Maybe it's right. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell if they did it right or they just stuck this on. It might be. This is supposed to not flop up like that. It's supposed to hang down this way. So I might have to pull. There might not be enough material to do it that way to hang it down. Or if you pull it off from this side, it's too short. It's long, I mean. This part is right. Very interesting. To mimic the movie, they have some dirt and grime on the bottom of the Hakama, which is what you'll have when you're walking. Which the scene was also shot in the rain. So, nice seamless arms. The skin tone is a little bit off. But, you know, I don't... it's good enough, right? I mean, this thing didn't cost that much. Okay, yeah, there's Hiroyuki. That's pretty good. Alright. Overall, I'm very happy with this figure. Looks like him. Let's take a look. Alright, like, Pop Toys usually, they do a really good job of making it so that the figure can stand just fine without the base. And this is a piece that I'm happy I don't have to use the base on. It's pretty stable. Tailoring is very, very good. I gotta say, the body they used on the more expensive ones with the armor, that body is so good, so easy to pose. This body, it feels a little bit cheap. Doesn't feel like they used a very good body on this at all. But it is also half the price of the other ones, so without all the accessories and everything. I mean, it's a beautiful figure. I do like that they did a really good job with the Hakama and the tailoring. Pop Toys really kills it with the tailoring, so it is very, very good, but the body could have been better. Likeness, pretty close, 85-90%. I mean, it is Hiroyuki when I look at it, so posing with this thing might be interesting. I'm going to try some Boken poses or some Iaido poses, so we'll see. So this is what I was saying before. The way to tell if a sword is right length for you is you want your arm relaxed at an angle like that. That's how you hold the sword at rest. And then when this comes out, it should come out to right about, this is about right. It's about right. This boken might be a little bit too long, but the height of where it's supposed to land should be right at about in between your shin and your toes. So this is about right, but let's see what it looks like with the katana. So honestly, this might be a wakizashi because this thing is short as fuck. It's just, for a wakizashi, it's just a little bit longer than a normal wakizashi. But it is definitely not a full blade because look at, that's definitely a short sword. So, answer solved. We have him in a standard Kasumi or Seigan pose, where this is if you're blocking a sword and you're looking off to the side. So I got this pose on. I'm not moving the turntable because I'll tell you right now, I don't think the pose will hold. So, but you do get people to get this, so that's kind of cool. Alright, what is kind of amazing, you can actually get him in a Kitsuke pose, which is a straight cut across the chest. And this is pretty much because there's no articulation in the wrist and the seamless arms. That's the only like accurate pose you're gonna get. You can't get any other kind of like fighting poses except in the Kitsuke, which is the front draw. Still though, it's still kind of cool.